Hello everyone, and welcome to Saving Feyce, a Craftic Studios D&D 5e campaign. Things to note as you join us on this adventure. First, this is a heavily homebrewed campaign where we'll bend the rules to suit our story. If it makes a good story, the rule goes out the window. All players are using either homebrew or community-created races, classes, or both, and we'll be revealing those as they're revealed over the course of the story, so as to avoid spoiling anything. We'll be using safety tools at the table. These will be present in the use of safety cards and extensive communications behind the scenes. Our goal is to make our players and our table as safe as possible. So if we suddenly cut stream, please don't be alarmed. We're working things out, and we'll be back shortly. Oh yeah, and we swear. A lot. In the beginning was the age of darkness, and then the age of men, and then the age of fire. According to the calendar of the Magisterium d'Orleans, there are 7 days left in the year of 2167 in the Fourth Age, here on the planet known as Etta. I would warn all who travels these shores, not everything here is as it seems. Hi, I'm Justin McGregor. I'm your DM and host for the evening. Going around the table, we have...
I'm Liz. I will be playing Aoife, your elven swamp witch warlock. It's been a long week, so sorry. I already messed it up. Next.
You're good.
I'm Abe, and I will be playing your little blue fairy guy. Apparently web capture is not happening as well. Yay, technical issues. But yeah, I'll be playing Frostbite, your little blue fairy guy.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I will be playing Diana, your half-elf paladin.
Hi, I'm Meg, and I will be playing our Pact of the Apparition warlock, Marcella.
Hi, it's Nikki, and today I'll be playing your thirsty siren bard Nia. I'm so excited for today.
Okay, so usual start of game housekeeping. First and always, we would like to thank Gabe James Games for the class modifier module that we use to replace racial ability modifiers in all of our characters, including some special guests that are planned very soon. I'm looking forward to this. In addition to that, there's a couple of other creators we'd like to thank, not least of which being Dice Delvers, who created Marcella's Pact of the Apparition for the it's available in the DM's Guild. And as always, Chris Sergi, our resident composer, whose wonderful work you will hear in the intro and throughout the rest of the show. We are this quarter raising money for RAIN, the Rape, Abuse, Incest National Network. It's the nation's largest anti-sexual violence organization. RAIN created and operates the National Sexual Assault Hotline in partnership with more than 1,000 local sexual assault service providers across the country. This cause means a lot to us, and I am happy to announce on stream that we have blown through the second round of stretch goals already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In addition to some dice and dice bags that will be going out, we also already have a winner for our Field Notes adventure set. Again, thanks to Field Notes for sponsoring us for this. Also, we will be giving away spaces in some games. There will be drawings at the end of the quarter for one spot for Star Trek Adventures and players enough to fill an entire Etta Sean's Garage one shot.
What?
Yep.
What?
Oh,
We're all upset that we don't get to play.
But who gets to be Sean's Garage?
Justin.
I'll be playing Sean for the evening.
Wait, it's me, Nicholas Jones.
But as I say, end of the quarter, everyone who donates will be eligible for the drawing. We will draw and announce those after April 15th. And again, thank you to everyone who's donated already.
Wait, did my wife donate?
We yell at her, I guess. Don't yell at your wife.
Wait, do I get to have Amber in a game? Possibly, that would be wonderful. I'm here for that. Oh, and lastly, of course, I would remind the players, who I don't think need it at this point, but also the audience, that we are using the plot points mechanic from the back of the DMG, which means that at any point, once per character level, a player can stop action and insert a plot element that I then have to deal with. And so, with that out of the way, as Liz smiles and looks away, we get to the recap. And this week, your DM has laid a clever trap.
Oh dear.
I will
Hail.
need perception rolls
We all
from
know
everyone
how well...
except Nia. Your perception roll will be to see if you spot the trap or fall into the dastardly pit of recap.
Oh, hail.
I'm gonna do a stream faux pas because this is already a trap because
Yikes.
this is the only way I can get his favorite toy to charge. So he is laying on my desk.
I believe everyone is wholly expecting Diana to fail.
Yes.
I hate all of you.
She is the best trap finder in the party.
The best trap finder.
Just because she falls into them doesn't mean she didn't find them.
That is a 17 for Marcella.
Oh god.
It's 23 for Frostbite.
And it's a 20 for
18.
Aoife.
What was your roll, Diana?
18.
Oh!
Y'all can suck it.
Oh, really high.
Fucking damn it. I quit. I quit. I'm done. I quit. Because it's like every time I do the recap, the next week I am only exempt because somebody else does it. And then it's like Nikki does it. And then it's like the week that Nikki is exempt, I end up doing the fucking recap. Anyway.
It was very close. It was very close, though.
Was really close.
Like within 5 of each other.
Next time, just don't walk behind the paladin.
She looked so good walking away.
Ooh.
Anyway, recap.
I see before the recap.
Recap. So we are dealing with the aftermath of the massacre. We get a bard playing a flying V to resurrect Petrus. We don't resurrect Marge, but we end up with whatever this guy is. We end up with Frostbite. Wow. We got Spice and Sasscam before the recap is even finished. Great. So we get Frostbite. Chauncey shows up. Everyone is very confused. Marcella's got some explaining to do. Is suffering from a little bit of a PTSD episode. Aoife and Petrus are now linked together. So they are just feeling all kinds of confusion, embarrassment, and feelings.
It's not awkward at all. Please continue.
Not at all. It's quite sweet. So they head back to... Oh, no. I almost skipped a very important thing. As they are leaving, Nia gets pinged by the former love interest and asks... Don't you make those faces at me. That is how it is posed. He says that he's sorry. We all know he's not. Nia says, if you are really sorry, you can meet me here and basically make amends, ? They head back to the hotel with Marge's body on the flying carpet with also a Winter Eladrin body that we just casually shove in a closet.
Oh yeah,
no one addresses this. Yeah, we did do that. No one addresses it after that. Everybody goes back. We had planned to have conversations, and as Aoife so aptly put it, everyone seems content to have conversations around them. Eva and Petrus drink and be awkward and adorable, and I love it. Marcella and Frostbite have a heart-to-heart about how that situation was a little much. Diana gets to be invisible and follow Nia on her date? Question mark? Yeah,
Nice.
we find out that this now no longer nameless stranger, Elliot, is a trash human being. Nia eats his eyeballs. He lives, unfortunately. Nia and Diana bond on their way back. Marcella and Aoife have a conversation. Marcella accidentally becomes a cloud of snow, I guess. She gets very cold and accidentally damages Aoife in the process of trying to explain who Chauncey is, because he is not, in fact, her tattoo artist. And so they have conversations, they come back in, and Frostbite has made Petrus feel incredibly awkward,
Didn't take
as
much.
Frostbite is wont to do. And trying to think of what else happened in that conversation. Mostly just some questioning and Aoife getting really mad at Frostbite for the fact that he had been with her for a year and lied to her the entire time about who he was, and then tried to blame it on Diana. And then we all get kicked out of the room. We go and hang out in Nia and Marcella's room and discovered that Frostbite also has the ability to be like 7 feet tall. I'm exaggerating. I know it's not that tall. Marcella is a small, everyone's extremely tall. Diana and Frostbite have some words. Nia and Marcella just kind of hang out for the evening because they don't have their talk until the next morning. Nia and Marcella go shopping, run into Petrus, who again is being adorably awkward, has brought Frostbite his promised cup of coffee. And then Diana has a conversation with her goddess in the hot spring. I don't remember which one it was.
Which we could have been in. We could have been in there.
We could have. We could have. Y'all know about her tattoos now, so that wouldn't have been a problem. So yeah, and we have the Prudy Pally. She has a conversation with her goddess. Has the nerve to ask her goddess for a favor.
Another one.
Again.
Yes. Girl's got some balls. Can't blame her. And I believe that is where we ended. Yes?
Indeed. It is.
Did I miss anything this time?
No, I'm pretty sure the last thing we heard was Lyra telling Diana to not get caught.
Yes.
And so we'll open back where we left off. We'll go around. I think we start tonight with Petrus, Aoife, and Frostbite. Coffee's being had, tea's being brewed. I believe that Frostbite was soaking in a cup of coffee.
No, he was hugging the mug face down and slurping it. When
I
the
didn't know.
scene
I didn't know
ended.
if he was also in a caffeinated hot tub. I hadn't quite.
No, that was brought up, but that did not happen.
Did not. Okay, not canon. Got it.
Not canon.
Just fanfic. Yep. Okay. Okay. So about the time Frostbite goes, from down the hall, there's a series of excited yaps.
Oh no.
You hear and moments later, Lucy is on top of Aoife, absolutely licking her to death.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that probably means tea went everywhere.
It did. Tea went everywhere. Sorry about your cookie. And Petrus gets up and starts trying to, like, without getting in your bed, which would be even more awkward, trying to extract the dog. And he's like, I'm sorry. I told her to stay. She's really wanted to thank you. And There we go. He like accepts Lucy, who gets about 6 feet from the bed, and whoom, she's back over where you are. This time, figuring out that she needs to not be on top of you, because you would have to guess that Petrus is messaging her madly. And so she like circles around you 3 times and just lays down.
Best girl.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. She
She's
really
ours
wanted
now.
to come thank you earlier, but I told her she had to wait until...
She's okay. She's okay. I understand.
Bud.
So, Frostbite, are you still... Are you still caffeinating at this point? Have you...
Oh yeah. At this point, Frostbite is probably buzzing around the living room going, "This is the greatest shit ever. I need to figure out where I can get more of this. I've got to have this all the time."
What? Oh.
I think
What have
I've
we
heard
done?
He's
one.
caffeinated.
I think you have created a monster.
Monster energy drink. Frost Loco. Take your pick.
Wait, we got more.
Oh,
Maybe we
Frost Bowl.
should... Frost Bowl. Nice.
Oh, I can do that too.
Jesus.
You want to see?
He's not in the room. No, the security deposit was quite a lot.
Oh.
Do you think maybe we should get him out of here just to burn off some...
I have an idea. Just get up, walk over to the balcony door, and just throw the doors open. He'll figure it out.
The Frostbite is not going out in public. you would see him stop and like.
Oh, right. Public people.
How are we going to get him out of here?
Ah.
I mean, we can't stuff him back in the dead bear suit.
My dress has pockets? I don't think that helps.
I think he could survive in there for a few minutes.
I figure they're not going to the pockets. There's no enough room in the pockets. That's
Getting nervous. He's really close to that chandelier.
I mean, we all have backpacks and whatnot. He can hide in the backpack.
Hey, Frostbite, will you stay in the backpack?
Yes. Maybe. Yes.
Maybe.
I don't want to get caught. So yes.
Okay. All right. Not that I'm rushing anyone anywhere. I've actually taken up enough of your morning. I should probably step out and let you, like, do morning things. If you'd like, there is another tea just in case. Sorry about the wet bed.
It's not mine, so.
And if Lucy follows them out of the bedroom, that the Frostbite was going around and around the living area.
Yes.
Lucy.
Oh
Wham.
no.
Scratch.
She is very happy to be scritched all you want to. Doesn't seem by the slightest bit bothered that...
And he would be talking
You're
to her in
small into
Sylvan the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Well, and now that everyone knows everything, I have to assume that when he was doing Speak with Animals, she was hearing Frostbite the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So, like, this is all completely normal to her. She's like, okay, yeah. Bear guy sounds like this.
Oh my gosh.
And so, Marcella, Nia,
Yes.
y'all were heading back, I believe, or were you still out collecting things?
No. I think we got we got Marcella her shirt, and Nia has a pretty nice new dress. Sailor
Marcella
vibes.
has
Loving it.
one bag. I have a feeling that Marcella has just let Nia get away with like 2 or 3.
Nia's
And
not
her
even
caramel
walking.
macchiato.
Nia's not even walking anymore. She's definitely on the carpet. Got her bag sitting down, drinking her drink, flying through this city. Again, in her girl next door look, with the sky still up, but she's not walking. I don't have to do that anymore.
Were you trying to be inconspicuous? Because I think
It's
the
very
carpet-
hard for me to not.
Yeah, I think the carpet might be counteracting.
But it's so convenient. You can ride too if you want.
No, I'm perfectly capable of walking.
And they have airships. Who's really going to sit there and make a fuss about someone with a flying carpet?
Oddly enough, you do seem to be going kind of unnoticed. Like, it's a big enough city that folks are just kind of like, okay, lay down a flying carpet.
There's also a giant college with a beholder as a professor.
Yeah, they're to quote our paladin, they've seen some shit.
At least, yes, I'm not doing anything strange on the flying carpet. Just
Right.
shopping.
Question, very important question.
Yeah.
Has she been going into every shop on the carpet?
No, it's just on the walk back. It's like
Okay, I was like, did she just like decide to get on the carpet and just be like, no?
No, yeah, it's literally just like on the way back. She's just like, I'm done walking now. She would have also offered you a seat. But yeah, carry me. It's been a long day of shopping.
And there's Nia, carry me like one of your French girls. Yeah.
So Nia, do I understand that as you go in and out of shops, you're stopping, rolling up the carpet, and sticking it back in the bag again? Is that
No. Like the going to the market and shopping and everything was done normally without the carpet. It was the return trip back that she was like, I'm done walking now.
And we're finished. Thank you.
Yeah, noticing as you go to like extract the carpet, something is hung on the edge of it, and falls out onto the ground. There's a little coin purse that you don't remember owning. Can I get a DC 12 history check, please?
Jesus Christ. Ooh. A 9.
Oh, my love.
You know that you don't own a coin purse like this, and something about it feels naggingly familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on what.
She scoops up the coin purse. And she turns to Marcella and she says, "Is this yours?" Like as she's holding that out, then she opens up her bag to see if like any other random things have just screwed in there. She moves the 2 other wine bottles out of the way. She moves the scarves and is the hair comb still in there?
It's not. And that triggers the memory. When you go to look for the hair comb, you realize that the pattern of the embroidery on the outside of the coin purse matches what was on top of the hair comb.
I think this is one. Hold on. One moment.
Please.
Oh, please. Not
please.
that. And Nia is. She rolls out the carpet. She's like, thank God I have the carpet. Now I can just do this. Rolls out the carpet and she casts Dispel Magic on the coin purse.
I'm sorry. I have to go look up a thing now.
Yay!
You broke him.
after this, it's going to be identified. So you'll need it.
No, it doesn't. Hold on. Gotta check one more thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. The coin purse remains a coin purse.
Just like, okay. And then she takes a minute, pulls out her pretty new owl feather and the small little pearl, and she sits on the carpet and just all right, Marcella, apparently I can't, oh, hell, I think this is the key that I found in the caves that spirited us several days ahead of schedule. I think it's been changing in my purse, which is weird. I'm not a fan. As she's talking this, she's casting the spell Identify.
Mm-hmm. What you get from this is that it's not a magical item, but it's very definitely polymorphing. Like you feel all the residual magics you would expect from a polymorph.
Huh.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like it either. She's focusing on talking to you, and with the sword, she just talked and knew what happened. It was great. With this one, she's like, and what? She is very, very confused by this. We might have to bring this to somebody. Maybe. I don't know yet. She's like, she holds it. She's like, do you turn into anything else?
It flattens for a moment and then becomes a watch.
Oh.
Has Marcella seen anything like this before? Or is she just as dumbfounded as Nia?
She's just as dumbfounded as Nia.
Huh.
We may want to get that checked out.
We should. Do you just turn into things that you want, or do you turn into things that I want? Can you turn into a ring?
It turns into a ring.
Can you turn into a... Can you turn into something bigger than my hand, like a book?
It turns into a small book.
Turns into a small book. Okay. So it has to. It can only turn into palm-sized items.
Well, so the first time it turns into like what looks like a little bitty leather-bound book, like you'd find in a library, only tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And after a minute, and you're kind of like, not quite. It flattens out and becomes a longer, thinner book.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh, since you're a book, do you have a name? Can you write it down in you?
You flip the pages, but they're blank.
I'm hoping for, so we have a manticore, we have a bugbear. I'm hoping for maybe unicorn or Cerberus, something.
Both of those words appear on a page.
She's turn into a ring again, please.
It does.
Can now you turn back into the book that you just were?
It does.
And she opens it. Does it have the word still inside of it?
Yes.
Never mind, we're keeping it.
Well, yes. I mean, I won't make you give it up, but shouldn't we figure out what it is or what it does?
We might have to. Well, we could take it to somebody who's scholarly and has probably seen these things before, or understands a little magic, or we could go back to the druid tunnels ourselves and investigate the room that it was found in.
I'm actually not opposed to that idea.
Neither am I. There's still the candelabra there, and I do still want that.
I'm very curious about what else is in those books.
Well, as long as there aren't any new cultists in there, it should be fine.
Oh. Well. I might be able to handle that.
Oh, we can all handle that. We're fine. Well, we don't have a MARGE anymore. We need to take care of that first.
Yes, we do need to take care of that. Speaking of, we should probably rejoin everyone, don't you think? I do actually have...
No, we're flying and walking and talking at the same time.
We're walking.
And we're flying.
Well, no, I'm wondering if we were just kind of like strolling at this point. So just like, I do actually have some information for you all. You see, I was awoken this morning from a message from my sender. Colonel Biloxi has something for me.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
Oh, it's not. Does this move any faster?
Yes.
Marcella's like, hold on a moment, and climbs up on the back with you and just like,
hold on tight.
let's go. I don't know about that.
You should if you want me to go fast.
Oh, fine.
Because I think at the carpet size that you gave me, it can go up to like 80 miles per hour, 80 feet per second.
80 feet.
Okay.
8 feet per round.
Yeah,
it
no,
goes
that's
fast. It can haul.
Marcella has looped her arms through the bags.
We're not
and
going
has,
that fast, but we are going.
It's fast enough that that you're saying something that makes her think fast enough to at least secure the bags. So she's got the bags looped around her arm, and then she just kind of holds on to you and just like, all right, let's go.
Mia grabs the front of Bugbear, and she's like, let's get back to the hotel. And so they go the speed of like a horse, like a running horse.
Okay. Just for funsies, DC 10 perception check.
Whee!
For both of us?
Yeah.
How bad was yours?
I got a 9 again.
I got a 4.
We're just zipping by.
Yeah, that's fine. You do what you do.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine. It's good.
Now we might be actually garnering some attention if we're going fast on a carpet.
Enough that like
You're like,
people kind of feel the need to get out of your way.
Yep.
Why do I feel like Nia's just steering this thing? It's like, move, get out of my way.
Is he, pardon me, coming through?
No, not even that. Just move, get out of the way.
And you get her little bell. She can to your left.
I am flying here.
Your left.
Why wouldn't you just go up and over?
No, Nia definitely would go up and over. I don't have time to deal with pedestrians. I almost said plebeians. Same thing.
Same thing. And so, Diana, your goddess has just issued you a warning and perhaps a handful of quests. And then disappeared into the mist.
Enjoy my soak for a little bit.
The pruny paladin, indeed.
I'm definitely a pretty paladin. I do eventually get dressed and head back to the room, trying to be discreet as possible. no attention to myself whatsoever. Just straight from the hot springs and the hot tub right back to the room.
Now, as I recall, you were in the room where Marge was stored. Is that correct?
No, I stay in the room with Eva.
With Aoife. Okay. Just checking. So you and Aoife are reunited. And to be clear, Frostbite went out on Lucy.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. He was like scratching Lucy while she was in the living room.
Okay.
He ain't going out in public.
Petrus will wander back to his room, taking Lucy with him. And it's only a matter of time before Marcella and Nia show back up to the room.
Just going to the balcony. Like, we don't got time for doors. Just
Well, the balcony door is
Stairs?
canonically open, so I mean, you could probably just fly right into the living area.
oh, hey, hi. Also swooping in.
Oh,
Hi,
Ollie.
Ollie.
Hi, buddy.
Buddy.
Did he get a haircut?
Mommy cut his bangs, but I didn't want to cut the rest of his hair because I wanted to be long.
They look so good.
Thank you. Oliver, can you say night night? We gotta say night night. We gotta go fast. Say night.
That's right, bud.
I love you.
Oh, love you, little
Love
Ollie.
you.
You gotta pick
buddy.
your favorite person, but you can't pick mommy.
I'll pick this one.
Perfect. Excellent. Liz, you got the all in inspiration.
Ooh.
Extra
Mhm.
D20.
Good for one re-roll of a d20.
Hell yeah.
All right, close the door.
And also the adoration of an adorable child.
Which is what's the most important
I'd say.
thing.
I am lucky.
Oh,
All right.
all right.
Well then, it's I feel like Marcella's like picking things out of her hair down. Just like, okay. That was an experience.
Welcome back.
Hi. Yes.
Thanks.
Where'd you go? What'd you get? Welcome back. Why did you get through the door?
What's Who
Hi.
let him,
Your
who let
business.
him, who let
Aesthetics.
him have one of the small ones? Okay. I
I
have some information to share with you, but I need. I've been thinking on something. Frostbite. Is it all right if I go into your room? I would like to check something, please.
Yeah, that's fun.
Would you care to join me, please?
Yeah, I'm getting dizzy.
Lord. Nia casts calm emotions on this little.
Not emotion. This is jacked up on caffeine.
Still, you just Stacey's just.
If
The
you need a
cast whole
scroll, I'm
person
sure.
hilarious.
If you need a scroll, I'm sure somebody at the university has like decaffeinate freshmen. You could probably.
That would be great.
So, very, very quickly, just hold that thought. Because is Diana back yet? Then.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hold that thought, please. And she's gonna walk quickly to the door and wait for Frostbite to zoom out past her, and walk down to his room. She is going to the closet where we put the Eladrin.
It's not there.
Cool.
Oh. That. Okay.
Cool
That-
story.
Frostbite would come to a skidding halt.
That was not what I was expecting. Is there any signs of the Eladrin in the closet? Like any like residue that says something happened to the body, or is it just gone?
There's a slight trail of ooze leading out of the closet and across to the open balcony door, and it ends on top of the balcony.
Oh, okay.
No one liked that
Yikes.
this morning.
No, and that isn't what I was expecting when I opened that door. Okay, let's go rejoin the others. This may pertain. I'm not entirely sure how, but this is important. Unless, did you want to do a thing before we go back?
Me?
No, Abe.
Oh.
He looked like he was okay.
He was looking for spells.
I was waiting to see if you were looking for something specifically. Okay. I would like to look into this, but we'll put a pin in that. Let your face betray you, sir.
Hey, Justin.
Yes.
Actually do want to do something, but it
Go ahead.
takes 10 minutes.
I mean, tell your party
So-
member. I'll let you do it.
So, not here. Go back to the other room. Talk while I do this. And you see him start he flies back around, waiting for her to open the door so they can go back to Aoife's room.
Okay. So we're going back to the other room then, or were you staying behind? Sorry, somebody was asking about noise, and I forgot that the Bix is playing with his fish, so it's making noise behind me.
I can possibly find it. I just need 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. But that's I'm reluctant to go back without you because you may want to hear this.
Well, let's go. I can listen and cast.
Okay. We come back.
Abe, you're gonna make yourself dizzy if you keep doing that.
We come back and Marcella sits down and picks through whatever's left of the coffee. So she sits down and crosses her legs. I received a message this morning from my sender. It seems like Colonel Biloxi has something for me.
Something?
Something.
Did he say what it was?
Yes. Is Petrus gone for the day?
Well, he's not here at the moment.
I just want to make sure he's not going to walk into this news because I feel like it might be a little upsetting. He has Ace's body for me.
But that's a someone. You said something.
Because it is no longer a someone. I believe the message that was sent to me was broke under interrogation, kept repeating burning sky. I don't remember the rest of what you said the message was.
Okay,
Kept
I'd have to go
repeating.
find it.
Yeah, I just listened to it too. I can't remember the exact. He kept repeating this phrase.
I actually do have this one written down.
Okay, I love you.
Bone and steel and burning sky.
Thank you.
Yes, he kept repeating this phrase, bone and steel and burning sky, and in the morning, they found him turned completely to metal.
Petrus is probably getting like alarm bells.
I was going to ask if you didn't say it.
Yeah, no, probably getting something really close to panic.
Do you know if they've confirmed that it is entirely made of metal now? There's no reverting.
There's only so much the sender can tell me. That's the short messages. However, they are sending it to the estate for me. So We do have it, just not here. I figured bringing it here might
It's a lot.
do more harm than good.
I don't think we should bring any more bodies into this hotel. Obviously, the other one.
That is
the other one left.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry.
That
It
is
what?
that's what I went to check. Because I was considering the fact that this one had completely metallicized. I thought maybe that one may have as well, but the closet is empty.
So what you're telling me is a dead Eladrin got out of the closet and walked away?
We were pretty sure it was dead, right?
It went out the balcony.
Frostbite.
Great.
Frostbite. When you spoke with the druid, did they tell you anything about this affliction? I don't really know what else to call it.
Did they, Justin? And also check your back channel for
Uh,
clarification on something.
yeah, I just
Okay.
messaged you back. The answer is no. You didn't get specific information. Like, nothing from the druids made you think these things would just resurrect and walk off if you killed them.
Okay.
Their information was dated, but no, that wouldn't have been part of the.
No, the druids didn't say anything about them coming back. And when they're dead, they should be dead. I mean, the hag skeleton was still there the day after we returned it to them.
But it was a skeleton. We burned every other corpse.
This one was
You can't-
the winter Eladrin that Chauncey, that's what his name was. He brought that had not burned to a crisp.
You can't control something that doesn't exist. We burned every other corpse, which means that we've severed any connection it had to that skeletal system, the structure. You can't control muscle that doesn't exist. So is it possible that this, whatever it is controlling them regardless?
Too many questions that we do not have answers for. And as terrifying as a walking zombie, metal Eladrin sounds, I don't think we are equipped to deal with that at the moment.
I'm not thinking reanimation, more so parasite of some sort?
Or something. It's something. But regardless, it moved after death, out of a closet, over a balcony.
And we're not sure where it went.
No, we are not.
Well, it did lead a nice little trail. I'm sure we could follow it if we tried.
I'm glad someone was saying what I was thinking.
If we want to follow it, fine. We do have another pressing matter that I think is more important to our group.
I'm assuming you're talking about fixing Marge.
Yes. This is serious. Whatever the Winter Eladrin is bad. And it's obviously a thing that is just happening. But
Frostbite? Why do the courts want you?
Ask Oberon.
Oberon's not here.
It's his court that has a bounty on my head.
Oh my god, just answer the question.
Or, excuse me, hold on. I think I've got that lore backwards.
He's spring.
That was a face.
No,
Excuse me, sir.
Hold on. Summer Court has a bounty on all Winter Court Fae.
Correct.
And I don't have the document pulled up for
That's
the name of
okay.
the person who actually low-key said, we're not actively hunting you, but if you bring us their bodies, we will give you gold.
Oh, it was the queen herself.
Yes, it was the Queen of Summer.
Okay, so Summer just wants you dead for existing. Why does the Winter Court want you?
The short answer is because I deserted.
How long is the long answer?
I will ask
Much
about
longer.
I will ask about the long answer later. Nia, do you think you could manage to get Marge's corpse and Frostbite up to the Artificers?
Let me make sure about the weight capabilities of the flying carpet real quick.
Well, I know Frostbite can fly also.
Well, it's not
I
necessarily
don't want
just
him
the-
to.
it's the capacity of how much weight it can carry for the size that it is. It can only carry up to two. Well, that's not true. It can carry 200 pounds and move it 80 feet per round. So any more than that, it just can't go that
slows down.
fast.
Yep.
It slows down. So we could, if we're not in a hurry, carry everybody, or at least you, me, the large Marge, and Frostbite. We would have to be. We would, because of the size of it too. We might actually have to sit on top of Marge.
It was a burned out Warforged I found in the forest and fixed. It's not going to hurt my feelings if you sit on him. It's
So
We are not that heavy.
you don't know me.
Just because I can't lift you.
No, that would be deeply attractive if you could.
Right. Lifting.
So shall we pack up Marge and see if the Artificers can help?
Yes.
I was asking oh my god, could you sit still for like 2 seconds, please? she just reaches out and just grabs the back of your collar. Shall we pack up Marge then and see if the Artificers can help you?
please.
Okay. Would you like Nia to make you invisible again?
Yes and no. I don't want to be stuck that way for a full hour, though.
Would you like to be seen by the Artificers? Because I really don't know what it is you need to fix him.
I think it would be prudent that I was able to speak with the Artificers.
You could also just be hide inside of the Warforge, couldn't you?
Yes, until we got there. I did. I think it would confuse them if I climbed out of him, though.
True. Aoife and Diana,
She lets you go.
I do not have to I don't have to command the flying carpet, do I? It's not an attuned item. You speak the command word and
Correct.
and
It just-
goes? Okay.
Yep.
If one of you would rather go, and you two have more sentimental value with Marge than I do, as important as this is for us, if one of you wanted to be there while that was happening.
Frostbite, would you like one of us to go?
I mean, I've spent the last 6 months with both of you, getting to know you, even though you didn't get to fully know me. You know, I understand the attachment to the suit. If you'd like to come,
It's more so, which one of us do you want to go? I don't think both of us can go.
Make more than one trip.
Just
I
takes
hate to
too
be.
much time.
I mean, technically we could all go. You could float the body and walk to the airship launch.
Not walking these streets.
Again, we could all fit on it. It would just move very slowly.
It's probably best if I go. I look super not thrilled about the idea. But either way, we should get moving.
Granted, after everything that's happened over the last few days, maybe we should all go. Yeah.
Which?
Well, I hope your disguise will last long enough.
I just need to re-up it. It lasts an hour. I don't even have to really focus on it. That's the fun part. I don't have to focus on that or focus on the invisibility. They just are.
Side-eye Aoife and just not here.
Oh, I thought you were talking to the...
No, that's a really good cover-up, though.
I mean, you weren't talking to me. Wild. Strange.
Nikki, are you looking for a thing?
I was looking for... I was checking a particular spell that I do have, but I would just need to check with you about it. So I will send it. I will send it to you. Now, this is very important for the rest of you. Are we all going to go together, slowly, on Bugbear to the Artificer, or should some of us stick around here and perhaps see if we can follow the trail for a moment of where our little missing person is?
I think that Eladrin is long gone.
And I don't like the idea of splitting the party to look for something that ought to be dead.
That was my original inclination, but I also understand if people are just really gung-ho about that. I personally don't. I'm cool with letting someone know about it, that it's a possible thing in the city, goody thing like that. But I don't have any reason to try and find that right now. Or ever, really.
I mean, that was actually my job in a former life.
I'm not going to do it, Justin. Just wanted to know if it would work, but we're not going to do that. Okay. Then are we all getting on top of Marge and flying to this, to the Artificer?
Actually,
That phrasing.
It was intentional.
Frostbite, I'm assuming you're still able to fly at full person height?
No.
No?
No.
Well, what good is that?
It didn't make the laws of the art change. It's
Your wings grow with you!
We have established it's proportional.
The best part is Nia never actually questioned that, and that's when you walked into the room. Jesus.
I am someone who preys upon men at night. I'm not going to question how somebody grows.
Okay. You know what? Mhm.
Remember to hydrate, everybody.
So we're all getting on the bugbear.
Well,
Perfect.
I feel like if there's a very heavy warforged on the flying carpet already, it's already going to be going pretty slowly. Am I incorrect?
Well, I doubt. Does Marge weigh more than 200 pounds?
How much does Marge weigh? Because I feel like it was a lot.
A lot.
The average weight of a metal warforged was 270 to 300 pounds.
Oh,
Then yeah, it
Out
was.
of wood. So
But
he is
again-
probably closer to 170 to 100.
Okay.
But still, even if we all pile on, there's. Let me double check about the like actual weight that the flying carpet can carry while still moving. Like regardless,
800 pounds. I can tell you right now. I've got it pulled up.
800 pounds. Okay, then yeah, we could all get on it with the warforge, and it can still move, but it will move slowly.
Also, seriously, I'm not going to run encumbrance rules. If you want to fly on the carpet, fly on the damn carpet.
Let's go. Let's just be on our way.
Okay.
I will knock on the door to Petrus's room as we go by. Let him know that we're going back to the school, and if he would like to accompany us.
You're going back to the school?
Well, we, the Artificers nearby there.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
We
I
are going
know
to see about getting Marge all fixed up. Oh dear.
I don't know that I need anything from the Artificers. I mean, I can come along if you want me to.
We're at capacity. Sorry.
Butterfly, 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 butterfly.
Yeah. Marcella elbows you.
Yes, please.
As you wish.
And we can walk if the carpet is at capacity, Nia.
Well, not capacity. There's just not a lot of seats. Now, if you wanted to sit in his lap, that's an option.
15 shades of red, one
Yes.
after the other, each one darker than the last. And Aoife will grab Petrus's hand and just march down the stairs. out
Well,
the
I was
door.
gonna say that y'all are giggling about this, but if Frostbite had been able to fly at full like human size, Marcella was just gonna ask him to carry her and cast levitate on herself.
Oh, gosh.
Petrus is dumbfounded. She grabbed his hand.
From close to the roof where Frostbite is flying while we stopped in the hallway for this, Frostbite's gonna come down next to Marcella and go, how come she didn't get flicked in the eye for making him turn red and fly back up?
You know what you did. Don't give me that.
Anyway, we have Marge on the carpet. Nia is sitting on top of Marge on the carpet. Anyone else joining me?
Yeah. That's I was
Frostbite
gonna
would
say.
be in Marge.
Oh my.
We're flying and we're flying.
Flying. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, Aoife, Petrus would lean into and go, you know, there's a whole ass service that can get us up there, right? If you don't want to crowd on the carpet, we can just go. Nobody asked him.
But he didn't offer till now.
He wasn't in the room.
Well,
Is it-
no,
is
I
it-
was in, when it was originally just Marcella asking if Frostbite wanted to take Marge. I figured it was just going to be Marcella, and I thought Nia had to attune to the rug.
Ah.
So I was just like, oh, that would get us there pretty quickly instead of having to walk to the service to get us up there. Because you did
Sure.
mention that.
Is it actually terribly far? Like, is it a long walk?
It is.
Oh,
It's quite a ways.
well.
Oh, let's just pile on. Noticeably
on-
noticeably not letting go. He drags you toward the flying carpet.
Yeah, kind of like hop on the back edge and sit, feet dangling.
Love it.
At least
right.
this time we're not flying high above the city and there's no fear of falling. We're going to take this nice and slow and enjoy
This time.
ourselves.
This time.
No, next time we're going to fly over the everything. And it's lovely.
Go ahead. Sorry, Diana.
Diana has cloaked up.
That's what I was about to ask.
Hood. No spell. Just
No spell.
hooded.
Onia definitely has powdered on her disguised self, and she looks over at Frostbite and she says, if you stay you're going to be inside the Warforged. Just let me know if you do need to become invisible again. I won't lord it over your head that I won't turn you back to invisible if you need it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can walk to Marge's chest and open a panel, and there's a little hammock seat that he gets into, and like,
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Before he can
Goodness.
shut the panel all the way, Diana just drops a little bag of sugar stars in with him. Here.
Don't give him more sugar.
ooh, candy. You hear
Not-
from inside, ooh, candy.
No
candy.
more than 2.
Oh my
What
god.
makes you think he's going to listen?
He won't.
He absolutely will
I tried.
not.
It was an attempt.
An attempt was made.
An attempt was made. It's an easy trip. There are clouds starting to drift in, coming from the north, but the airship is flying well below that level. This whole time, of course, you've been seeing it in profile, kind of from beneath. And as the carpet crests up over so that you can see it from the top, you see there's a fairly large landing deck. This thing is probably 250 feet long and 100 wide, supported by balloons at every corner. It has some sort of mechanized propulsion, just like large ceiling fan looking things that are bolted onto the back. And its hum gets steadily louder as you get closer. You land on what looks like a deck. There's actually lines, not that they mean anything to you, but it kind of becomes obvious as you get close that, oh wait, this is the place to park. You sit down, and I'm assuming everyone loads off onto the deck, save for the obvious. Frostbite, do you stay in the Warforged as we arrive?
For now, until I can establish if they owe any allegiances to any particular court or not.
Very good. In that case, you get off, and there's portholes all along the side, but only one obvious door. It's actually a very large set of double doors, probably double as cargo doors because there's only one obvious loading dock. And you haven't taken maybe 3 steps before one of the doors opens. And out comes what you think is an air genasi. From the waist down, he's just a wisp of clouds circling. And from the waist up, dressed in a very nice double-breasted coat with a little monocle stuck in his pocket. He is blue and vaguely frog-like, but with a crest of white hair that just kind of flows in circles. And he'll walk out, and bow deeply, which is odd considering he doesn't have legs, so he just kind of tips. Greetings and well met. I am Moldigovax. Welcome to Grimble and Sons. Please step inside. He will lead you back through the doors. And I believe that, my friends, is where we're going to break. Thank you all very much. Chat, we will be back in 15 minutes. Hope to see you then. Bye now. See you in a minute. Since our dear Bix, the actual Bix, has decided to grace us on screen, in the not audio portion of the comeback, I made note of the fact that Bix would in fact have been riding and landed looking extremely windblown.
You look like you've just been to
He
the
got a
hairdresser.
blowout.
He got a blowout. So
Mhm.
yeah, we are landed in him poof.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and there you
Real
go.
Bix did not like the thought of that.
No, real
Yeah.
Bix was offended.
So, how did fantasy big chunky Bix feel about flying?
None too pleased.
Fair.
Marcella has nice new little puncture wounds on her legs from her.
Oh no!
Oh, it sounds like my actual life.
Actual
It's
cat,
fine.
yes.
Oh, that's a mood.
That's a
Yeah,
mood.
Abe got a kitten, and then I got a kitten, and both of them like to play with their claws. It's a whole mood. Anywho,
Oh my goodness, is that a mic? Thank you, Mike.
Hello, friend.
So we have landed. You have met your host. I believe it came up in break that we would need further introduction.
yes. Pardon me.
Ma'am.
Strange question, although maybe just strange to me. Probably something you hear often. Is this perhaps neutral territory? Are there any particular allegiances to the Fey courts? I take that as a no.
Oh no, ma'am. We are not aligned. That would be bad for business.
Wonderful. And
Fair
Marcella's gonna tap on on Marge's chest.
Also, we're flying for a reason.
I figured as much. Like I said, strange question for me because I haven't really had to think about that much in recent years.
Fair.
You can come out now, dear.
Does that apply to the Baron as well?
He's a frequent and good customer, but we don't owe him anything.
Okay. Diana
We
stays
pay-
hooded.
I say we pay taxes on our dock, but beyond that, he doesn't bother us.
Frostbite would open the hatch at this point and poke his head out and go, "That's really good to know."
Ah,
Yes.
welcome, Winterborn.
A particular point of interest.
Understandably, no. All are welcome here. I think things will make a little more sense once you get inside. Come on.
I'm sure. Thank you.
And so he'll lead you the rest of the way in. You enter into what on the ground might look like an ordinary shop. If you could get past the noise of rushing wind and the sounds of giant turbines, you might think you were in a particularly eccentric general store. That is until the little mechanized creatures start walking around you.
Hello.
Yes, there are about half a dozen automata, roughly halfling-sized, wandering around, straightening things, putting things on shelves, just generally tidying up the place. One is off in on an aisle, sweeping up where something has obviously fallen, and there's an actual halfling standing there, bespectacled, and he has little lenses that are cocked in all different directions. And as the automata is working, he's flipping different ones down and inspecting it. There's a large counter directly in front of you. What looks like a maitre d' stand to the left. And you can hear the sound of something being hammered on somewhere toward the back of the store. The Air Genasi, whose name I just forgot his name. Maldego floats over toward the large counter, and there's a scruffy-looking human who can't be a day under 70. Grizzled horn, big scar down one cheek. Master Hilmer, we have new customers. And the old man looks up and goes, well, hello there. I'm going to make the wild guess that someone broke your Warforged. He just stares over at Marge.
I suppose you could say that.
He was fallen in a terrible fire.
Indeed.
Well, he didn't really work to begin with in the traditional sense.
In what sense did he work then?
I drove him.
Marcella's hand just flies up and she has to like stifle like laughter.
Yeah, just like, ah! Excuse me.
He'll come out from around the counter to get a closer look. And you can't help but notice the clunk, clunk, clunk of every other step as he has a mechanical leg. He thumps over to Marge. I haven't seen one like this in ages. Where'd you find it?
In the woods.
Fine, keep your secrets.
I mean, I would tell him whereabouts, like in the woods at the southernmost edge of Winter Territory.
Probably casualty of war. And you drove it, you say? Heavily modified,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Very.
Well, as it's obviously yours, what did you do to it?
Well, I set it up where I could control it remotely from inside using the control panel. But
No. I don't mean that.
The
I mean,
power
it
core is
was-
blown. It got hit by a fireball.
Not very good for a wooden Warforged. All right. Well,
Didn't expect to go into battles like that. I was trying to avoid them to begin with, and then we got drafted.
he reaches down and pats the metal leg. You don't have to tell me about that, son. Let's see what we can do for you. He leans back over his shoulder. Heinrich, Klaus, I've got one for you. Out of nowhere, pop a pair of fairies exactly your size. They have russet brown skin and wild hair that looks like tufts of corn silk. Their little green wings flutter, and when they speak, it's in stereo, as they are both saying the same thing at the same time, one pitched slightly lower than the other, such that you kind of list sideways as they speak, because everything feels slightly out of phase.
Oh, goody, 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 goody. I haven't seen one like this in years.
And in unison, they pop down into the hole where it's left open. Frostbite, you get just enough of a look to realize that these are Polovoi. They are wild fae, specifically fae of the fields. But
Love
definitely,
them.
but definitely not blind. Bix, when they start flying, goes. And you get the sense that he's about this close to having a fairy snack.
Don't you even think about it.
Have you ever had one? They're really tasty.
Don't even think about it. Or I will walk out to the front of this ship and dump your bag of snacks off the side.
Wouldn't dare.
Oh, try me.
Are you saying this out loud?
At this point, she probably just responds out loud to Bix.
Look down at Bix. She would do it.
I don't doubt it.
Nicer than I am. I would just kick you off the ship.
You know you could have just answered her like you answer everyone else, right?
Yeah, but it made more of an impact this way.
You'll make
You're
more
an
of an
asshole sometimes.
You'll make more of an impact if we drop you off the side of the airship. And then she'll pay.
Sassy.
So, a few moments later, they pop out.
Oh, yes. Yes. We can fix this. Come on, bring it back.
And they will wait to see if you follow because they just zoom off into the back of the store. Well, you heard the boys.
We fly the carpet into the back.
They go through another set of double doors behind a counter. They just freely swing as they fly through. And as you come in, you're walking by end caps that have things like bags of holding, like clearly labeled, in every color you could possibly imagine. A whole host of various odd-looking armaments, ammunition for crossbows and bows and things you're not quite certain what the hell that over there is supposed to go in. And to your left, as you're walking, is what looks like a jewelry case, for lack of a better word, containing, well, in fact, rings, amulets, but also spells, scrolls, odd little bits of automata, a watch that looks weirdly like the one that Nia conjured earlier with the whatever the Uzi thing was. But you get to the back, and the boys have already settled the carpet down on a table, and two more of the little halfling-sized automata are working on getting the carpet out from under Marge.
Bugbear, just gently tip it onto the table. Him onto the table, excuse me.
And so, and it goes,
Oh, thank you very much.
And then Nia sits on the carpet.
Okay, so you don't just need a power core, I hate to tell you. You're going to need a little more than that. It looks like a few control systems were burned out. Maybe a long time ago. I can't really tell. But I think we can get everything fixed up for you in a day or two. It becomes a matter of just how fixed do you want it?
I think the real question is how much is it going to run us?
Well, if you just want the standard power core couplings, the interior work installed, let's call it 1,350 gold. We can, I mean, there's upgrades from there, but based on your reaction, I'm going to guess we need to just not think about that.
Well-
What interior work installed?
well, I mean, we have to pull out the power core and get all the bits that were burnt out along the way, and then reinstall the new power core and
attach it to all of the systems that need powering. I mean, we thought we heard you say you did this yourself. You know the deal. Do you want to buy the parts and just try it yourself?
What would the parts run?
Call it $850.
Do you happen to have a sender on hand?
Yeah, of course. Boss is a sender.
Hold that thought. Marcella goes out and finds the boss.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Your friends tell me that you're a sender.
I am.
Would you possibly be able to send a message to the Melodandria estate, please?
Moment. He pulls up a file. He starts shifting through. He pulls out a little card. And he shows you a sketch. Is this who I'm looking for?
I'm assuming it's her uncle on the card?
It is.
Yeah, that's her face just softens and she smiles. She goes, yes, that's the one.
Very good. What do you need him done?
I need to know if it's possible in the budget right now to pay for our friend's tune-up per se. Your employees seem to think it's going to run about, round up and say about 1,400 gold pieces.
If you need to work out terms, we can do that. But
No, just check, please.
we'll do. He looks at the card, kind of fixes the image in his mind, closes his eyes. There's a pause. He opens his eyes, sticks the card back in. The short version is yes, you can afford it.
And the long answer.
He said something impolite I'd rather not say.
Oh, that does sound like him. Wonderful.
Oh, I take it by that signet ring I'm about to get a letter of credit.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
All right. He'll stop and draft something out for you. Wax. Give it to you.
And she stamps it.
Very well. Thank you for shopping Grimble and Sons.
No, thank you. She goes back and she just goes, okay, go ahead. Just go ahead and do it.
Whatever you say, ma'am.
Don't look at me like that. Don't ask questions.
Check in. Where's everybody else? I know where Marcella and Marge are.
Mia has gently floated back into the Mod Podge General Store to look through all of the nice shiny bubbles.
Shopping for anything in particular or just shopping?
Just seeing what you have. The watch caught my eye, but I mean, all of it really caught my eye. Question.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you more a magical machines individual, or is there anybody on this aircraft that deals with just the regular mundane magics? I wouldn't even call it mundane. That's the wrong word for it.
It's okay. I understand. My son Homer. Hold on for just a second. And he wanders into the back and
Is your son also? I'm sorry. Your son is also named Helmer or Homer?
Homer.
Homer. I was going to say like
It's Hilmer and Homer.
Senior.
Hilmer and Sons.
Yeah. And so he walks back out with a roughly middle-aged human who looks much better put together than his father. Probably not seen combat. Yes, ma'am. How may I help you?
So I have this thing. And she opens her bag and she pulls out, I think she left it as a book, pulls out the small morph creature, not creature thing. She holds it out to him. She says, I came upon this in my adventures, and it can transform into small mundane items, but I'm not entirely certain if it is... Dispelling the magics on it did not work, nor did really identifying it do anything. I just wondered if you could take a look at it.
Sure, why not? And he'll take it's a book, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And he'll take it and he'll flip it through. I mean, at the moment, it's a book with 2 words in it.
She takes it back from him and she says, "Can you turn into the ring?"
It does. And his eyes get the size of saucers. Hold that thought.
Klaus, come here.
1/2 of the fairy pair comes back out. But when it talks, you can still hear the other one.
What's up, Moses? What you need?
Ma'am, can you make it do the thing again? Watch
Can
this.
you turn back into a book, please?
Now the Polovoy's eyes get huge. And you hear, in stereo, kind of around the room,
Oh, you found a changeling. I've never seen a baby one before.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, hi, little one. How are you?
I'm sorry. Does Nia know what a changeling is?
I mean, she's encountered a roughly 20-year-old one named Asa.
That's correct. Okay. Okay. So she says, "Oh, so it's a being.
Yes. I mean, they're Fey, kind of like me. It won't really know what it is until, by the looks of it, about 4 more years. They start out just sort of as little, well, I guess the word would be mimic.
That's what I was worried about before, but it
Yeah,
didn't have the sticky quality that...
Yeah, no, I mean, they're it's complicated, but it eventually, yes, it will become a person, for lack of a better word, but they don't really start out that way. It's the strangest thing.
It just seems very small to be a child.
I wouldn't think of it as a child at this point, but, however you want to. It's more of a seed.
I see. This is going to sound very strange. Can you tell if this small baby changeling is aligned with a particular court, or is it that's something you choose when you get older? Or?
Oh no, they choose. They're like me.
I see.
And you do notice
Turn into a small me.
and it does. It becomes a little like Nia.
It's a pocket, Nia.
I love this. This is my favorite.
In the underworld, this is known as a Nia pocket, instead of a Polly pocket.
Okay. Goodness. I'm terrible at taking care of things, but I don't do I have to talk to a druid? What do I do with a changeling child, baby, seed?
Do we have to feed it?
Yes, what does it eat? What does it need? It's been living in my bag next to wine bottles this entire time.
It has to have been getting nourishment from somewhere. It looks healthy.
What have you been eating?
It turns into a little star candy.
So you could ask it to show you. Oh goodness!
Oh, please tell me, that the wild face says, "Ooh, a star candy."
It knows immediately.
No.
I told you it wasn't on me.
It looks like it's fighting the urge to like reach down and grab it.
Okay.
They normally live in colonies. You could probably find one.
I probably might. Well, probably find one. I should probably also see if there's anything strange about where I found it. I found it in a very peculiar place, but I don't know if changeling seeds just... Do they live underground or...
Not typically. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I've only known them as adults. What you're holding is bordering on mythical.
Goodness, now I really have to take care of this. I don't need any more attention. She says, sitting on a carpet. Okay, well, thank you for...
Oh, yes, of course.
Now, how will... So in about 4 years, it will reach adulthood, and it will choose which image it wishes to continue as.
That's how I understand it.
Okay,
And
all right.
for what it's worth, you do notice that this whole time, it is using singular first person, but you're hearing it in two places.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Okay,
It's
okay,
wild.
like
No.
The whole time, it's like I, and you're like,
You guys are also hearing, like, it's back where Marge is.
Right. You're hearing half a conversation back there.
Oh,
What is it? Changeling.
a changeling.
Yeah, the nice lady with the blue hair. She has a changeling up there.
So you're missing double candies, Diana. Extra candies. Okay. Well, then yeah, she's just like, then I will continue to shop. Thank you for
Of course.
your insight.
Anytime.
I think I'll just call you Seed for now, or Pod. Pod is nice. Pod, what do you want to look like right now?
He turns back into a little candy shape, except it's a heart.
Lord, I'm. Okay. Goodness. So she puts him back. Put them back into her bag. She puts them in her lap. She's like, you can't go back into the bag where all the wine bottles are. That's not safe. Damn it.
Trying to be helpful, Pod turns into a hair comb again.
I don't have any near me because that would just. Damn it. But yes, she. Wait.
She does have a hair comb.
I have props.
Hey.
All right, and she goes back to shopping. I'll ask more questions about the things that are in the shop I'll give other people opportunities to ask questions and things.
Sure thing. Because I needed to check in with Diana. Where is our very hooded paladin right now?
Very hooded paladin is checking to see if there is any armor in the shop.
Most of the armor is actually hanging behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever walked into a pawn shop and seen how they hang the guitars, it's kind of like that. Start in like different, like you can tell like this end is gnomes and halflings because it's like the ukuleles where they stack them on top of each other. And then you get to like the broader stuff, and then you finally get to like Goliath, which will look like a giant bass guitar. And so it's all just kind of aligned, hanging back there. The halfling from before has wandered around and is looking in the case, kind of like low and beside you. And again, he's got the little glasses with the thing, and he's flicking lenses back and forth. Look, click, 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 click. But doesn't seem to pay you any attention. Homer, once Neo wanders off, will walk over to you. Can I help you?
Possibly. I am looking to upgrade my armor. I have just my chainmail has kind of seen its last days.
Oh, I've got chainmail. That's easy.
I
Anything
wanted
fancy?
something a little sturdier.
I can do sturdy too. Hold on for a moment. You'll go wandering over for a moment. He kind of looks back at you and looks. One of these. Yeah, okay. And he pulls down a chain shirt. Looks to be about your size. Lays it gently out on the corner, out on the counter, and it's one of the it's still the glass display case, so you can kind of imagine the sound of the chain rolling and clinking into place. This looks like about right. There's a changing room just over there if you want to go do your thing.
Of course, thank you. I'll take it and get that done.
You do notice, as you're turning to walk, the halfling has stopped looking at the case. He's no longer fiddling with his eyepieces. And he's staring at you.
Yes. May I help you?
No. Can't help it. Nope, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much. And he kind of edges around you and starts to walk for the exit. So, Frostbite.
Yep.
Marcella. Are y'all just hanging back there waiting for things to be fixed? Okay.
Oh, Frostbite is definitely helping.
Okay.
Like,
You know, dear, we paid them to do that.
And
we
where's
did, but I also know it better than they do. I've lived in it for the last year.
Whatever you say.
and where is Aoife during all of this?
You mentioned scrolls.
Oh yes, lots of them.
I think Aoife would be interested in what they have.
Okay. Once he notices your interest, the air genasi comes floating back behind the counter. Oh, looks like you're into my handiwork. What can I find for you?
Well, it's mostly just curiosity. I'm not very book learned, but different types of magic intrigue me.
Well, This section is all druidic. Arcane casting here. Clerical here. Glad to get you anything you're looking for. Curative sorts of things. Spells of protection, warding. We keep the explosive stuff behind the counter for obvious reasons.
Well, thankfully, I don't think I need any assistance with that. Did you say boarding?
Warding.
Oh,
Warding.
Warding. I understand. Yes. I thought you meant, like a small tent or something. That sounded
Actually-
very interesting.
Well, I mean, we do have the tiny hut if you'd like it.
You have a tiny hut.
Well, I have a spell that's a tiny hut, yeah.
Very small.
No. Okay. I can give you a demonstration if you like, but basically you cast the spell and it erects a temporary magical shelter.
How long does it last?
The
8
one I
hours.
haven't, yeah, I say the one I have in stock is 8 hours.
How much?
Oh, let's see. Your DM has to look up a thing. Oh, I can let that go for 100 gold.
Oh, perfect. Sold.
As you wish. And he goes rifling through and finds the scroll and puts it in a little tube for you and screws off the end and hands it over.
Put it into one of the many pockets on this dress.
Very good. Anything else? There's also potions over there.
Oh,
I brew in
I
house.
think we're set with potions, thankfully.
As you wish.
Thank you.
Of course. If you change your mind, jumping, spider climb, healing, of course. We don't do love potions. That's just gauche.
Gross.
No gauche.
15 shades of red.
yeah.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the shop,
Right, exactly.
red.
You hear a choking sound from somewhere.
You just hear it.
Completely unnecessary.
Oh,
You don't need the love potion, dear. You've already got the magic.
you hear another little choking sound. What else was Nia shopping for?
She's gonna go back to the jewelry section now that she knows what she's carrying. Yes. I guess she floats over to the halfling. Do you have any items of protection? Not armor, but either capes or rings or anything of that nature.
Oh, ring, absolutely. How strong do you need?
Less than 400 gold, unfortunately.
Very good.
I'm on a budget.
I think I wrote that down in my notes because someone said they wanted one. Let's see. Well, unfortunately, yeah, they start at 350, but I mean, it's better than nothing.
It's true. Could I potentially trade to lower the price? I have some items that what I personally won't need, but maybe you might be able to find a home for them. And she rifles through her bag and she pulls out one of the potions that looks more or less like salt water. She slides it towards him. She says, this is a potion of water breathing.
I can knock 50 off for that.
Okay, let's do that.
Done. And he will fish you out the ring.
Yay.
Diana, how does the armor fit?
It's better than my old.
Good.
It's in better condition.
Okay. You come out of the changing room and look resplendent in your armor.
Fiery and resplendent.
Walking over to the counter. Did you put the hood back on over the armor, or did you walk out just armored?
Just armored.
Okay. You make it as far as the counter when you hear the door open again and the sound of armored feet, at least 4 of them, come clonking through the door. Lady Diana Farendel, on the order of the Honorable Baron Andaris Liana, you are being placed under arrest. Behind them is the little bespectacled halfling, pointing in your direction. There are 4 armored men as you turn around, and 3 in robes.
Oh dear.
What do you do?
I hand my sword to Aoife.
Do we all hear this?
You do.
Y'all are in the back.
He was loud.
I give her my whip, and I give her the bag that I wear over my shoulder. Keep these safe.
You see Petrus sneaking behind them and blocking the door.
Yes. Good.
Frostbite would have come fluttering out of the back, hearing Lady's Diana's full title and name.
Okay.
I step in front of Diana. I'm sorry, but I think you have the wrong person.
Do I now? And he holds out the wanted poster with her face on it.
If you knew anything about the Lady Diana and her family, you would know that she has a twin sister.
Roll deception.
Oh, fuck yes.
Bardic
language,
inspiration.
pardon me.
Bardic inspiration as me is like, of course. Goodness.
Is that +6 or +8 now?
It's a D8.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay. And 26.
I don't think my only chance is to net 20.
Sorry.
Yep.
It's an 18 on the dice.
Yes, indeed. I'm sorry. This is not the paladin you're looking for.
You did. You absolutely did. And you just fly by on a carpet like, yes, don't you all know that did no one tell you that she has a sister? Goodness.
You see the lead paladin turn bright red because he realizes he's made a mistake.
I understand the confusion. They do look very similar, but I assure you that we would never, ever travel in the company of someone who was wanted. That's absurd.
Forgive me, ma'am. I'm sorry. It was an honest mistake. He glares down at the halfling.
Aoife also glares down at the halfling and does one of these, like, I'm going to remember your face.
He just sort of shrinks. I mean, 3 feet tall to begin with, and kind of seems to get smaller somehow. Well, pardon me.
What was your name again? I'm sorry.
My name?
Yes.
Anthony. Call me Tony.
We appreciate your diligence, Tony. We know you're just doing your job.
Yes, of course. And again, sorry for the mix-up. Come on, boys. And he turns around and kind of does one of these, noticing Beatrice in front of the door. Beatrice just kind of slides to the side.
It was a draft.
We're about to have a draft.
And they all go marching back out.
Does the halfling go with them?
He does. He's
Better.
very, very much trying to stay in the middle of the pack.
It's gonna get a boot to the ass if you don't.
Yes, well, so much for that encounter.
Whip right back around.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh, no, that's an area in effect. I want to target him so badly. Just want to put him to sleep.
Start
Spy.
handing things back to Diana. Hand her the sword. Bag.
Didn't have to risk that.
It was nothing. You were just going to walk off with them? Who do you think we are, honestly? I'll tell you. We are people who are not capable of a jailbreak.
We won't know unless we try, but I don't really want to try now.
Marcella kind of had walked at least to the doorway to see what was going on at the sound of the voice, and it's like, well, we might have been able to swing a jailbreak. No, never mind. Ignore me. I'm not. I
could have gotten in easily.
And then you would have been stuck in there with her.
From behind the counter, the Air Genasi goes, wait, so you're really the one that...
Nope.
I ain't saying shit, I'm impressed.
I was gonna say, and I thought you said this was neutral ground.
It's not accorded. Like I said, I pay my taxes, I'm a citizen, and I ain't saying shit about this lady.
You might want to think about who you hire and keep employed.
He wasn't an employee, he was a customer, and a damn good one. Or was a damn good one.
Oh.
Well,
Excuse me.
I'm sure that we can assist.
I appreciate the assistance.
Goodness, let me look up those real quick. Don't mind me.
Okay. Well, now that excitement's over, how do you like the armor?
My heart rate will decrease a little. I'll let you know. But as first impressions are great.
Best time to test it's when your heart rate's up, like you're in battle.
Thanks,
Can you
Oscar.
twist?
You have a war forge to fix, and Marcella grabs you by the collar and just pulls you back into the back room.
So, I have a question. I have a scroll, and I know how scrolls work. They are they are a one-time item.
Correct.
And I would like to get the scroll's magic placed on an item for my friend here.
Oh, you want an infusion?
Yes.
We do infusions. That's a thing.
She
May
pulls
not
out.
even need to roll. What is it?
She pulls out the scroll and she hands it to him, and it's Arcanist Magic Aura.
Excuse me.
I will send you the thing. Boop. 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 There you go. In the Zoom chat. It's a lot.
Yep, it's actually not the description. Sorry.
Oh.
I need to level. I got it.
Oh, it's the second level. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That. What do you want it laid into?
Do you want a ring, a shirt, a cute brooch? She's asking Diana.
Would it need to be something from the shop, or can it be something
No,
I already own?
I can infuse anything.
Diana takes off her purple brooch and hands it over.
Oh yeah, this should take magic really easily. It's gonna take about a day and a half though. I mean, infusions are kind of a thing.
We are still waiting on our Warforged as well.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, call it a, I don't know, 150.
Perfect. And Naya slides over the last of her gold pieces. It's fine. You'll pay me back later.
I have gold, Nia. You don't need that.
Then you can just hand me the gold that I just slid over to the nice man to make this wonderful brooch for you.
I hand her 150 gold.
Thank you, Marshmallow.
How much is the armor? The chain?
We can't hear you, Justin. Oh, sorry, you were muttering.
Yes. Oh, let's see. That one's. I want to say. Here, come here. He like pulls you over and like reaches down on your collar, and there's a tag. He flips out. Oh yeah, I was right. 475.
Okay. And do you have any little moving trinkets?
Tons of them. What do you want?
Little palm size, just something that could sit on a windowsill.
Sure. I mean, I've got like little mechanical toys for days.
I
Just go
need
check it out over there.
I'm just looking for something simple that I can send back to Holston.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the mechanical animals are over that way, and he kind of points you down an aisle. We've got some mechanical flowers that abstract pieces are kind of on the end cap. Not a lot of call for that.
I choose one of the flower ones.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is... I'll let it go for 2.
Okay. So, Justin, if you remember, Diana is also a lady.
Oh, yes, I remember.
She would have bank slips from Holston that have her family seal already on them. They would just require a signature.
Yep. Which
So
they would honor.
She writes it for 2 times the amount that he's told her.
Most kind, it's not necessary.
Let's keep everything as quiet as possible. And this is
I'm
just
sorry.
a show of appreciation.
Keep what quiet? There's nothing happening here. So, anything else while we're here in a magical curiosity show?
So what kind of upgrades are we talking about that you guys can do?
Don't push it.
I want to know for the future.
Well, for one thing, we can upgrade this power core if you ever really want to get fancy. I've got one back in the back that I guarantee you will never run out of power. Keep this thing running 25/8 370. It's, we can do conduit upgrades. We can do automation. You ever want this thing to run around on its own? That sort of thing. Optical upgrades, auditory upgrades. I mean, you name it. We could even give it a mouth if you want.
How much would the power core upgrade cost?
5380.
And the automation upgrade?
Depends on how fancy you want to get. Hell, for as much work as you're having done, I'll throw in the basics for free.
Would appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
That is very kind of you.
Frostbite would go back into Marge and pull out the little sack of sugar stars that Diana dropped in there that has been untouched and open it.
Ooh, where'd you get those?
The blonde one.
Oh.
She keeps them in stock.
You can select the little blue one. I've had one of these in years.
And I would offer another to the other.
The other one, yeah, he's come floating back, and he selects a green one.
I would take the pink one again.
And we just have a little fairy circle having a happy munch.
This is horribly cute.
It's great.
Marcella's literally saying this out loud, just chuckling, just like, this is horribly cute.
Want one?
Oh, no, thank you.
I mean, I appreciate that you're down here, and I'll take all the sugar stars you can give me. But, I can keep working on this while you go do, like, whatever. You don't have to stick around the shop all day.
Oh, I'm personally fine. That's. Say it reminds me a little bit of home.
Well, that's
You ma-
fine for you.
Can you make it easier for me to channel my magic through the suit?
What kind of magic?
Druidic.
Yeah, I can do that. That could be fun. Here, come here. And he'll the one you think is Klaus will motion you over toward a rack where there are long tubes and whatnot hanging down, and he starts rummaging through, and in the back there are a bunch of vines. And he starts pulling the vines out and setting them down and laying them out. And he gives you a little catalog of what each one is. And some are tuned for combat magic, some are tuned for healing magic, some are tuned for just earthwork kind of thing. And if you want to get really fancy, we can try to braid them.
You braid the healing and the combat.
Sure, that's easy. He starts pulling things out. And Heinrich will come over and join him. And they start flying in little complicated patterns. Until when they're done, there's a nice braid of 6 of these cords. Yeah, it'll take a little longer to install. But yeah, this should be easy enough.
Yeah, I've done something similar, but nothing's quite like this.
Well, hold on for a second. Let me get down here, and he'll start attaching things, and you can see him kind of here, there, and everywhere. The ends he unbraids, and they attach to various systems, and he starts running them down channels in the arms. While we're here, anything else fancy you want? Got a lovely memory core.
We not touch that?
Whatever you want. You want it powered back up, though, right?
You can do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what this leads for. Okay, sure. And he takes the.
I could never get it to activate.
Oh,
it
yeah.
just
Here, come here. He'll
pull data.
And he starts pointing to a little inlet, and he peels it back. And you can see that one of the ends is slightly corroded and bent. He goes, yeah, the problem's right here. Hold on. You pull a pair of itty bitty tiny ass pliers from nowhere. And start twist. And then boom. And he sticks the end of the power core in, and little blue tubes of light start firing up one by one. And you hear something in your mind. Aegis Unit Marge activating. Downloading core memories.
And then there's just a gentle hum.
Did you say you've never been able to get it to power on?
Not like this. Marge? In his head, he would respond.
Creator?
I think so. I found you in the woods.
You're the one who woke me up. Who put me back together.
Yes.
Thank you. It was so cold and so long.
Thank you. And you would see Frostbite flutter up to the little bear snout and just hug it as best he could.
Gosh.
One of Marge's arms starts to creak and slowly raise up. And just trembling holds you there. I seem to be having problems with my actuators.
We're working on it, buddy.
Okay. And she'll just lower the hand back down.
Marcella would have gotten up and just kind of like cautiously approached.
Understanding like part of like Marge's face is kind of messed up, but the eyes are glowing faintly blue. Hello, Marcella. This is awkward.
He knows my name.
Memory banks gathered. I just couldn't ever access them.
How would I not know your name? We've spoken many times.
I'm having feelings again. You're okay.
And thank you. And please, I don't think they can hear me, but thank the rest of them for bringing me back. It's clear that this is taking a lot out of him. The power core is doing what it's supposed to do, but he's pretty badly damaged still. He just kind of relaxes back onto the table. But the eyes are still lit. And as the minutes go on, his eyes get brighter and brighter and brighter. So, I've broken 2 players. What's everyone else doing?
Muttering to Meg, who will edit this later, just like, no one else can hear me, but you can. I'm dying.
I'm having feelings again. I don't like it.
I have feelings.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The boys will float up.
Did he do that before?
No.
Huh. That's a neat trick. Well, hold on there. Marge, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get you fixed up in a minute, buddy.
And they start flying down, working on actuators and filling with bits in his arms, bits in his legs. Within about half an hour, he starts to have free range motion of his arms again. Not long after that, he pushes to sitting up, chest still open. Well, it looks like I might be able to walk out of here on my own power. But I hope you'll still stay with me.
Well, heck.
Of course, Marge.
Good. It would get lonely just being me. We should probably get you a better hammock, though.
It was comfortable for the last year. I wish I could have turned you on like this sooner.
Me too. There was so much I wanted to say. I saw that phrasing card, goddammit.
I'm so sorry.
We have plenty of time.
That we do. I'm pretty sure that power chord's rated for 10,000 years.
I'm rated for a few hundred.
Maybe we can get you an upgrade too.
Oh.
There are fairy legends.
There are. I have a lot of them somewhere in... And he reaches into his chest and kind of points up into a corner. Up in there somewhere. They taught me a lot before I ran away.
You and me both.
Yes. Well, fitting you found me.
Would you like me to go get the girls?
Yes. It would be good to meet them, I suppose.
I'll be right back. Frostbite would fly out and grab Diana and Neo and Ava and Petrus. And be like, come here. Please.
We go.
Someone wants to meet you.
Say, you come into the room, and by the time you get back, Marge is not just sitting up. His legs are dangling off the table. And it's a tall table. And his legs are just kind of swinging, and he's looking down at them. And as you walk in, he looks up. Chest still open, fairy still buzzing around inside him. Hello again. I am Aegis Unit Marge.
Well,
Nice to meet you again.
it is good to see you.
It is good to be seen. I'm sorry I left you.
It wasn't your fault.
No. But I'm sorry all the same.
I'm so glad you're back.
Thank you.
Does that mean we get to get rid of the small blue one now?
My creator. I hope not. I'm quite fond of him.
Fine. For you. Just as once.
He'll incline his head slowly. So, I think I'll be just a bit more, but I should be able to walk out. If you don't mind, Mouse, I might need a hand off the table.
You're muted.
You're muted, dear.
I'm not muted. I'm just sitting down because Quinn's on me.
Oh,
No, she's leaving.
oh no.
She was comfy. Absolutely, and just walk up to Marge and help the table.
Okay. He gets shakily to his feet. The fairies inside start grousing in Sylvan about him not being quite ready to leave yet.
Shut up! It's a reunion.
Well,
On those creatures.
we can bring him back tomorrow.
He should stay for the full
I
time.
think Marge and I will stay.
I'll stay with you if you'd like.
That would be nice.
Unless there's any more shopping to be done. Is everyone staying? I will ask.
Petrus, dear, do you want to stay, or do you need to be elsewhere?
I can stay.
Wonderful. I'm going to go back to our rooms for just a moment. If anybody needs anything, mostly to get more alcohol for us.
I told the hotel staff to take care of Lucy while we were out, but I was expecting to be back tonight. Could you bring her back?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
You hear Bix quietly growl.
Stop it.
Then I will be right back.
Need an escort.
Can you keep your cloak up so we don't have another incident?
Yeah, I'm sure that I've got a lot of explaining to do. You know what? It's out in the open. And Diana just casts disguise self.
And he also casts disguise self. Re-ups that.
Disguise twins.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Shape of Farandel cousin. Form of mundane Nia.
So yes, Nia and Diana will return to the inn and grab Lucy and food. Hell, yeah, refreshments.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're just back to the room and straight back then.
Yep.
Okay. It's an easy enough trip. With the lot of you there, The shop owners don't actually seem to care that you're just occupying their damn shop overnight. Um, yeah, it's a thing. They've probably seen it before.
I just spent 1,400 gold here. I would hope not.
I think combined we've spent close to 2,100.
Then again, I'm
you'd be amazed
imagining like. Oh, sorry, I was just like imagining like you being in someone's garage essentially as they're working, and I'm like, some people might be like, please get out. But
I was gonna say 1,400 gold and on someone else.
Yeah.
yes.
And he got sworn at by my uncle, so like
Right.
we have jokes.
Yes. As the night wears on, you see Petrus find a corner somewhere, and Lucy will lay out across his lap. From one of his voluminous pockets, he somehow manages to pull a bedroll. Which he will roll out a comfortable distance away, and offer to Aoife.
Thank you.
Of course.
Have any other party tricks?
Oh, I have one. This is Pod. Darling, can you turn into the book now?
And Pod does.
Hair comb turns into a book and lands in Nia's hands. I found a changeling seed, baby.
Oh,
thing.
that's what what
Yes.
you were talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
So now I have that. Just what did you want to know? I'm pretty sure it was the key that I found in the druid tunnels. So there might be more information about why it was there, they were there, or just generally probably more information in that room where the candelabra was that I need to go retrieve. You can become a hairpin now.
Is it? Are they dangerous?
No, it's very young. It actually, the reason I call it a seed is because one of the Fey folk here described it more as a nebulous creature. It doesn't know what it wants to be yet.
Would I have knowledge on changelings, Justin?
Yeah, probably a little bit more than the Pullavoy. Frostbite would have met several. They are typically wild fae, but that doesn't mean they don't show up at court, especially the full-grown ones. If for no other reason than they don't want to piss off any of the major courts. They do, however, typically stick to themselves. And the location of their groupings, where they go to raise their young, is a pretty well guarded secret. You probably have never seen a baby one either, though.
This one, I don't assume that druid area that we were in was its home. I think whoever was in that study that we found them in either stole it or was hiding it. I am unsure.
I think we need the rest of those books.
Yes. I don't intend to keep it, but I do intend to take care of it until we can find its home.
What if it grows attached?
Nothing grows attached to me.
I have.
Nikki's trying to keep the smile off her face. I couldn't keep it straight. I'm sorry.
Well, forgive me for the terrible joke, but it seems awfully attached to you right now.
Well, yes, it can't be in the bag now that I know it's a living creature. There's wine bottles in there. It could get crushed.
We're drunk.
Well, at least you know you have
Or
a
drunk. I can't let a child get drunk. That's it's terrible.
You do care.
I was going to say, I don't think we need to worry about it getting attached to her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay.
You named it.
Them.
I'm sorry. Them.
No,
You named them.
Yes, I don't know what. They don't know what they are, and I feel like calling it is.
Can
Agreed.
Well, you said it's changeling, yes? Can
Yes.
they show us what they would like to be called?
I never thought about that. I said I assumed pod because it's cute, but pod, dear. If you have a particular thing you would like to be called, it chose the hairpin since it can hang off of me and not get into danger. I'm starting to sound like Marcella.
Sorry, love.
The very easy accent to slip into. Yeah, she'll ask Pod if it has a name that it would like to be called.
It's currently in your hand, right?
Yep.
Okay. Pod, it seems, has learned a trick.
Oh, goody!
And so Pod turns into a little book. And it flips itself open. And the words, "I like Pod," appear on the page.
And hook, line, and sinker.
We taught it a trick. Well, Nikki taught it a trick.
It's-
Taught it a trick.
You want to know how you get Nikki? Give her a pet. Give her a thing to take care of.
Give her a pod.
Give her a pod. Pod has learned book. you learn to read and write so quickly, growing up so fast, so quickly. You can go back to being the hairpin now, dear.
It does.
Puts it back in her hair.
You notice with each transformation, it seems to be getting a little faster. Obviously.
But it's small, so it can turn into things if you ask it, if it knows what it is. And yes. So that mystery has been solved, and several others will probably pop up as we continue to be together. So,
Yeah, it seems that the more questions we have answered,
The more
10 more
there
questions
are.
follow.
this is very true.
I still have so many and I don't even want to ask them anymore.
Goodness. Aoife, dear, I've already told Diana and I've already told Marcella, I'm a siren. Just, you should go ahead and know that.
Now that we're all here and actually together in a room, I have
There's
a
Celine
bounty.
Oh, sorry.
I have a bounty on my head in this city. Just
Oh, you mean this one? And Frostbite will pull out the paper and unfold it.
thank you, Frostbite. Thank you.
Petrus leans over to Aoife and is like, "Can we go back to the part where she said she's a siren?"
No. The one to post is actually very important.
Is this I feel like are there any beverages?
Yes, no, we
drink.
Petrus pulls that really good bottle of whiskey out and just sits in front of it.
Which is even
God
funnier
bless
because
you.
Marcella reaches into her hip bag and pulls out Chauncey's flask and sets it on the table.
And Nia pulls out the wine bottles and whatever was still left over from the night before. And also
Is there any coffee?
No.
You do not need any coffee. But
I've learned
goodness,
that lesson.
it feels like we're getting into another round
Actually-
of truth or truth here real quick.
Maybe not that intense.
No.
But
I mean,
do-
there
I
are more
do-
questions.
I do have one question.
I've got 25.
I have more than one, but I have one that's relatively important since we're all here. Who's hiding a ghost inside them?
I'm sorry, what?
That's a perfect spot to end for the evening.
Yeah.
That's a
I think
perfect
that's where
spot
we
to end for
close.
the evening. Just cut it. Episode finished.
Yeah, that's right. I say, I think the Swamp Witch called it. We're done.
What is it? What is it they say? Clip it and ship it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I didn't have to come up with a closing line. Diana has learned to show closer.
Oh gosh.
Oh God. And so, in addition to my usual end of show stuff, I have two more things I want to say. First, I want to thank Griffin Porch for the Artificers Handbook, which I pulled a ton of stuff from tonight. And also the good people at Loresmith for the ultimate guide to remarkable shops and their wares, available at loresmith.com. That's where Grimble Brothers or Grimble and Sons came from. I pulled a ton of inspiration from there, obviously heavily adapted for this setting, but the genesis of it was there, along with the troublesome little halfling who was a gift.
I have him written here as nosy halfling.
Nosy halfling.
Perfect.
I have halfling, squealed on Diana, find it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm going to offer him
worry,
some soup from our family.
I'm assuming those were very unique glasses he was wearing.
They were.
Mm.
Very unique indeed. And so, as always, to my players, thank you. To chat, thank you. To our lovely, lovely, wonderful producer, Tyler, behind the scenes, thank you so very much, buddy. Love you all. I have been, actually technically still am, Justin McGregor, your DM and host for the evening. Going around the table, we have.
I'm Liz, and I have been Aoife. You can find me at Twitter and all of the other places, doing all of the things. It's good times. Join me, please. Next.
I'm Abe. You know where to find me. I'm always here. Jesus Christ, I might as well move in.
You haven't already?
Not yet. I have been Frostbite, your fairy druid, and potentially the return of your bear-shaped friend, Marge.
And I am Kayla. I have been your almost exposed half-elf paladin, Diana. My heart rate still a little increased on that one. I was like, oh shit. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on my own Twitch channel. I will be painting with Liz this coming Thursday. And then next Tuesday we'll be painting faces. I've got a special one.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it? Tell us.
It's our special little blue friend.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because
Blue
I'm still
You
waiting on
have
the
one
other
of the
gift
Urgenasi already?
Love him. There's no paladin in Ba Sing Se.
And I am Meg. You can find me on Twitter at Morlusair, here at Morlusair, generally on Craftic Studios, co-hosting Film Fatales. And I have been your Pact of the Apparition Warlock, Marcella, who is going to be desperately trying not to tell Diana who is living in her head.
Hi, it's me, Nikki. I have been your sassy siren for today. You can find me on the Twitters at the Wig DM. I do so many things, but you'll catch me next time here. Well, tomorrow actually on Chaotic Tiefling, and then again here doing Wine Night with April as we talk about Sladies because, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Friday,
Right.
Friday, Friday.
Again, my players in chat, I love you all. Have a good night.
My friends.
Hey, love y'all. Bye. Follow the Twitter for secret strings.